Hello to my alternative channel. My alternate channel is called Anti-War, and here I am on Anti-War, the Anti-War channel. Hopslam Ale from Bell's, introduced in 2004. Bell's Brewing Company of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Thank you, David, for this great gift. He gave me a 4-pack. He got a deal. $7.96 for a 4-pack of Hopslam Ale 2022 edition. Crazy? Yes. Astounding? Yes. True? Yes. Okay. 10% alcohol. 65 bitterness units. I wish they'd make a super Hopslam that was 100 IBUs, honestly. I remember years ago it was stronger than this. Not in alcohol, it was always 10. But it had a stronger hop thing going on. And just like with a Optimum, the optimum amount of hops, they dialed it back to appeal to a bigger audience. So it was not as optimum as you might think after that change. Okay, off-white head and orange appearance. Orange, like Orangey the cat. Okay, but darker orange. Yes. Okay. Intensity in the nose. It smells thick. The nose smells thick, like thick hop resins. It's dry hopped at the end with a hefty load of hops. It used to be a certified independent craft brewer, but they got bought out, so it doesn't fit that arbitrary standard. The shelf life is 3 months. This is past the shelf life. Didn't seem to affect it, though, when I did the solo review on the main channel. It's mighty fine, winning, hitting. Look how pretty that beer is. Clear, doesn't look like cake batter. Now, if you hold it under extremely bright light, you will see extremely fine, powdery tan sediment, okay? Here we go, cheers. Bread crust, white bread crust, intense too. Now, some people will say, don't pour straight in because it makes such a head of foam. You got to wait for it to go down before you can drink it. It's actually not true. The liquid's going to go right underneath the foam into your mouth. You might get a little foam on your mustache, but that's just one of these myths of beer that you got to wait for the foam to go down to drink it. Isn't true. You get a thick head of foam, and then the carbonation is here, properly distributed. I had people tell me just recently, within the last month, they drink beer. I know they were saying, I don't drink whatever, something about a certain level of beer because it makes me feel full. I say, let me ask you a question. And both of the guys told me that at work. I said, I'm going to ask you all a question. I said, do you pour your beer into a glass or you drink from the can or bottle? Oh, we drink from the can. They drink can. I said, there's your problem. There's no release of the carbonation. It's going in you. And it's percolating in your stomach, your tummy, as people say. And consequently, you got to burp it all up like burping a baby, and it's unpleasant. This way, the carbonation is released. It doesn't make the beer go flat. Now, some people say it makes the beer go flat. No, that doesn't. And you can just kind of turn the glass when you're drinking it down. It'll wash all the foam into you. Won't waste beer. So anyway, taste. Now for the rant and rave. Rich bread, extremely bitter. Would it be even bitterer, more bitter, the first, second, or third month of buying it right off out of the brewery? Yes, I think so. Maybe too intense for many people. It's still very intense. Most beer drinkers I know would never drink this. If they tried it, they would hate it and say it's too strong. Most beer drinkers I know are not open-minded, aren't going to let themselves get used to anything, and they're just going to say, no, okay, fine, no problem. And if you want to keep drinking out the can, straight out the can or bottle, and get full of carbonation, and feel full, it's fine, do it. I don't like that. I've never drunk beer out of a can or bottle. I have on occasion because of necessity, but from February 1996 to today, I have made it a practice, not by any deep study, actually, just I preferred it out of a glass. Now, this is like an ale glass, I guess you call it, but they say you should drink it out of a snifter, which I have a snifter, but I said, I've got this out. I'll just use this. It'll be fine. No, would I want to drink this more than once a week? No, I would not. Got that pine oil hoppiness, the stickiness, like making my lips sticky. It's a heavy body beer. I was saying it was high medium, but no, frankly, it's just heavy body. The mouth feels a little slick and sticky. If you got it on your fingers would be sticky. Once a week, I could take. But then after 4 weeks, 4 cans, I wouldn't want it for a year, you see. So it borders in some ways. It borders, and it has honey in it, but I don't ever really taste the honey. And I know a lot of people who try it and write reviews say the same thing. I don't really pick up the honey. So it's very subtle, in fact, indiscernible, I think. But it is a flavored beer. The bread crust, the strong hops, the heavy malts, the bread, the sticky drying finish. This beer is going to likely to make you thirsty. You're going to want to drink water after drinking it, and I think that's appropriate. So no one, I think, would drink more than 1 can in a day, unless you just were trying to experiment with lunacy and feel really sick. This right here is going to make me feel kind of knocked out, but I can handle it because I've had experience with a lot of high gravity 10%. Not to say I recommend drinking them all the time, but I've had, like the original Club Tails. They're lighter bodied though. They actually feel lighter, but they got all that sugar, cane sugar. So that's a detriment there because of sweet flavor. This does have sweetness. On the sweetness scale, I think it's 4 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness scale, 4 out of 5 hop cones or higher. So it's high sweetness, high bitterness. The finish, on the other hand, is a drying, sticky finish. Now, you might say, you're describing a very disgusting sounding product. Really sweet, really bitter, sticky, drying finish. Yes, I can understand how a person could get that impression. And I can understand how some people would get that impression and have that experience by drinking it. It's that intense. Why they call it a hop slam. I don't think it's that. Maybe they jacked it up a little bit, to tell you the truth. This year seems stronger. Maybe they watch videos like, for instance, mine and others who are making a little complaint about it was a bit too soft. And we will call, at least I was calling it a hop kiss, like a very soft hop kiss, not a hop slam. I said it wasn't living up to that billing, the hop slam. Now I think they brought it back. It is a hop slam. And we're talking about a can that's well aged. At this ABV, the beer is not going to go bad. It's not going to go stale. Still, this thing was canned on, packaged on January 13th of 2022. So now we're looking at nearly, because today is the 9th of August, but we're nearly 7 months into it. I wouldn't recommend going much further. 8 months, you could probably get out of it, which is probably what I'm going to do. 8 or 9, really, because there was 2 cans left. I just can't bear drinking too much of it. Not that it's a bad product. It's just too much. It's like rich food, They're just too much. You like them, but you can't eat too much of it. I can see coming out in January. Yeah, it's a better beer for winter. In the heat of August, after cutting the grass, yeah, I don't think that's the best time for it, but that's the time I'm drinking, and I have no choice. It was given to me. I'm not waiting till it gets cold again. So, short story long, if you see it next year, 2023, January, just get it then and drink it or share it, because maybe you drink 2 cans, give 2 away. Don't give them to people like I got next door. They're going to waste it. They're not going to drink it. They're going to dump it. I just know the type of people that'll say, yeah, it was interesting, but then in your mind, they dumped it out. So those days of being an apostle of beer, they're over. It's been like that for a long time. I just gave up. I just gave up because they just don't appreciate it. And I'm not putting them down for that. I'm not saying that the people that don't like these kind of beers are bad or defective in any way. They just don't like it. I know one lady, she loves her Bud Select 55. You say, what? That's the most tasteless, watery beer in the world. I know, 2.8% alcohol, but she loves it. And hey, if she loves it, then to her, that's the best beer in the world. Hey, fine, drink it. Next door, oh, they just love Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light. 4.2, 110 calories. Okay, if that's what you like. I don't mind it. I don't dislike it. I'm not an anti-Bud Light. If I was stuck with it, I could enjoy it, but it's just not my thing. I wouldn't really want to get stuck with this. I wouldn't enjoy it if it was too much. But it is wonderful. And I'm going to stick with what I said. 90 in the other, video on the main channel. 98 out of 100 this year. 9.8 out of 10. Same score I gave to the Heady Topper. I was trying to think of the name, from New England, the New England states. Heady Topper. Well, I think Heady Topper is a lot more expensive than Hopslam. Now, the price my friend David paid, is obviously a quarter of the price, because he got it at a place called The Salvage Store. Why do you think they call it The Salvage Store? Because they're selling short-dated or long-dated or past-dated or damaged packaging, whatever. That's not, hurting the food. And a lot of people go in there and save a lot of money. Many people go there. It's small. It's not a big store. They save a lot of money. I don't go there much. I don't live close to it. But, I mean, when you get nine times out of 10, you go in there, they don't have anything worth buying, like for beer. It's like, I ain't buying it. But sometimes there is a jewel in the, a diamond in the rough. And this is one of those cases. So 98 out of 100, fabulous product. And I'm going to end this by saying, thanks for watching the alternative channel, Anti-War, this channel. And I appreciate you watching my main channel, Louisiana Beer Reviews.